Hey YouTube, wanted to put together a quick video concerning Kumho truck tires. Been having an awful time with them. Purchased a set of 4 and basically 3 of them have gone bad. One of them was replaced a little under 16,000 miles. Another one, as you can see here in the picture, actually separated or had a blowout at highway speed. Did over $5,000 damage to the truck. And I have a third one that is getting ready to fail. And Kumho Tire is not willing to investigate or look into this matter, which really has my concern. So there's clearly an issue with the build quality of these tires, and the public needs to be made aware of the situation. I bought these tires for my 96 F250. This is basically just a backup truck. As you can see here in the picture, the truck has been meticulously maintained, and I also am very particular about any maintenance that needs to be done to the vehicle. Keep a full maintenance log, and there are no serviceability issues, no drivability issues. Drives straight. It's been a great little truck. When the second tire separated, it occurred at highway speed, and as you can see here, it did substantial damage to the bed, and it almost ripped out both fuel necks. So the amount of damage done was significant, more than I ever thought a tire can do. Here I have the service log for this particular vehicle, and there's just a few things I want to point out, some experience that I have with these tires. The first thing I noticed was one tire had about 100 thousandths less thread on that tire, which struck me as kind of odd. Eventually that was a tire that started to separate just under 16,000 miles and had to be replaced. The other thing I noticed was I had to swap tires due to what I believe was radial pull. Obviously there was some internal problem in the tires, and that was alleviated by the radial pull, but then when I rotate them I put them in the back, and the second one actually separated, and that's the one that did all the damage. When the second tire was being replaced, the service center looked over the remaining tires and mentioned to me that a third tire was most likely going to fail next. I stopped by 2 other service centers, so a total of 3 service centers said I need to have that third tire replaced. So there's obviously a clear history of tire failure with these particular tires. And this truck is just a backup truck used to haul mulch, maybe some furniture, no heavy hauling or towing with it. This is the third tire, which is going to be the next one to obviously, it's going to separate. It's just a matter of time. And what I want to show here is, in the picture it's a little hard to see, but there is very irregular tread wear. The inside is wearing faster than the outside, and as you go around the tire, there's irregular wear patterns as well. And you can also see it's extensively bulging. So my guess is perhaps the radial cords inside are starting to separate it, so it's just a matter of time before it does actually fail. I'm very particular about any kind of maintenance on any of my vehicles, so first thing I did is I contacted Kumho, filled out their property damage claim form, and I also put a letter together to the Attorney General, Department of Transportation. Let me read some of this to you. It's my opinion that Kumho Tire Company has miserably failed in its duty to provide a safe claim procedure. After expressing my concerns and providing maintenance logs showing previous issues, receipts, and so forth, they still failed to recognize that there's an issue. The other thing is, I'm wondering, why didn't Kumho Tire send a claim adjuster to my residence to review the situation? Or why didn't they at least refer me to the closest Kumho Tire dealership to have the remaining tires inspected? So they've really dropped the ball. I'm trying to show them that, hey, there's evidence, there's history of tire failure, but they don't want to acknowledge it. In closing, it's obvious I don't endorse Kumho truck tires. If one had failed and I had replaced it, fine. I can see where that can happen from time to time. But when you buy a set of 4 tires and 3 of them need to be replaced and 1 of them did substantial damage, there's clearly an issue. And once again, this truck is just a secondhand truck. It's not, I don't take it off-road. I don't do any serious heavy hauling with it. Like I said, I just haul mulch, maybe furniture, and maybe a piece of equipment in it, and that's about it. And as I mentioned before, Kumho Tires doesn't want to investigate the situation. Like most tire companies that have an issue, they just want to sweep it under the carpet. And the reality is usually there has to be several fatalities before they take it seriously. So for my safety and yours, I just hope that you would purchase another brand of tires, because these are clearly nothing but trouble. I wanted to add a couple more notes to this, and that is, if you do have a tire which separates, make sure you don't throw the tire away. You need to keep that for evidence, and if you do file a claim, you'll need that for insurance purposes. The other thing that's very important is to document the incident, the mileage, maintenance log, pictures, receipts, and so forth. And that's another reason why it's really important to keep a maintenance log on your vehicle. And depending on your insurance, whether you have comprehensive full coverage or whether you have liability, you may want to go ahead and contact your insurance company and see what they can do for you. The other thing is, report the incident to Department of Transportation at safercar.gov. It's very important that they keep track of the tires that are failing so they can perhaps issue a recall. Get estimates, and if an accident has occurred, most likely your insurance company is going to take over and handle the claim.